Welcome back to another Detroit Pierce podcast. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe. All right, it's official. It's official. The Lions are going to be a playoff team. That's right. You heard it here first. I am fully bought in. It's over. I'm already trying to figure out who we're going to play in the first round. It's official. It's over. It's over. We're making a run. Welcome back. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Download. If you like and subscribe and comment, or if you like and subscribe and you'd screenshot it and send it to me on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok, and send it to me, I will give you a personalized thank you. All right, let's just get into it. All right, I'm recording this right after the game. The Lions are actually good, all right? Everybody's running around, oh, the Giants are going to kill the Lions. Giants are actually good. Giants are a playoff team. Brian Dable's got it going. We went in there and just stole their lunch money. Just stole it. We just beat them on every single facet of the game. We just looked better than the Giants at every single point. And you know what? I've been very mean to Dan Campbell all year long. Dan Campbell, you are a great coach. You have figured out a way to get these boys going. We've won 3 straight games in a row. We are the hottest team in the NFL going into Thanksgiving and going on to the end of the season with an easy schedule. Thank you, Dan Campbell. You are the guy. You are the guy. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right. Let's break down this game first, and then we'll talk about the future. First, Jamal Williams. Him as running back 2 when Swift is hurt. He's on an expiring contract. We could re-sign him, but my goodness, is he great. How about this offense? The offensive line. Greg Olsen said it, not even just me anymore. He said that they're top 3 at the very worst offensive line. The wide receiver core. DJ Shark came back for the first time this year. We don't even have, in my opinion, our best wide receiver. Jameson is better at times from what I've seen. He can be just as good, if not better, than St. Brown. And then you have St. Brown, who is a great wide receiver. What is going on? This offense is clicking. Ben Johnson has got this thing freaking moving and grooving. And then the defense. I have no idea what AG has done. But he has turned this defense into a juggernaut defense. The Giants have been running up and down on people, and he shut them down. I'm fully sold. I'm fully sold on this team. This defense is one of the worst rosters in the league, and they are figuring out a way to keep this team in games. How is that possible? Now, there is a legitimate path to the playoffs for the Lions. There is a legitimate path for us to make it. We're 1 or 2 games out, and we've got an easy schedule. Why can't we do it? This is unbelievable. All right, let's go through the schedule. I'm serious. Let's go through the schedule. Thursday, we play on Thanksgiving against the Bills. The Bills owe us. The Bills owe us a win for letting them borrow our stadium. That's a win. Jacksonville at home. That's a win. Then you get Minnesota at home. That's going to be tough. But it's not a loss anymore. Then you go to the Jets, which should be a win. Then you go to Carolina, which should be a win. Then you get the Bears, which they want to lose. I don't know how to... And you get them at home, you just beat them on the road. Then you go to Green Bay, you probably lose that game because that game's always fixed. But look, that's an easy schedule. And we have a chance. We're right on the bubble. We're right there. And things are starting to click. This is amazing. I haven't felt this good about the Lions since those Stafford and Calvin Johnson days. This is unbelievable how good I feel. I'm so happy for Dan. I'm so happy for this team. I'm so happy for everybody in that organization. We have gone through so much crap for all my life. And it feels like, oh my gosh, just a breath of life is in us. 3 straight wins? When was the last time we won 3 straight games? 2004? I don't even know. It's crazy. This is so much fun winning games in the NFL. I talked to all these Bear fans, and I'll talk about it later, but they're like, "Oh, we hope we lose, we hope we lose." No, and then they're making fun of me because you're right there, right next to us. You want to start losing games so you get a good draft pick. No, I've been watching Lions games for too long. I've been losing games for too long. I'm tired of rooting for losses. I just want to win games. I don't care if it ruins the draft pick. Let us win. I just want to win games. This is awesome. This is just freaking awesome. 3-game winning streak. Dan Campbell is a god. Ben Johnson is a god. I hope nobody takes Ben Johnson, and I hope nobody takes Aaron Glenn, because this team is set up for a good future. It looks so, so good. God, we have so many pieces on offense. In this defense, if AG can just figure out how to keep this, get the roster better next year, if Brad Holmes spends a lot of money, because in my opinion, they're going to cut Goff, and they're going to get about $20 million back on their cap. If they spend that money on the defense and make it not the late I think they spent the least amount of money in the NFL on their defense. And we infuse that with $20 million worth of talent on that side of the ball. And then you get a quarterback to freaking be Goff. I mean, how hard is it to be Goff? Just don't turn over the ball and you're going to win games. This team is a lot different, and it's looking good. Holy crap. Gosh, it's fun to win football games. Oh, man, I feel like I just breezed through so much. I'm just yelling and screaming. This is amazing. It's an amazing feeling winning football games. It's the hardest thing to do in the world, Dan Campbell, winning football games in the NFL. I'm just saying, a couple more things. I went to Detroit. I stood in the locker room, and now we're 2-0. I'm just saying, maybe I gave it a little good juju. Just saying, okay? I rubbed the carpet. Maybe I gave it a little good juju. Just saying. What a win. Big game on Thursday. Big game on Thursday for Thanksgiving. It's going to be tough beating the Bills. And I want to say this real quick. If you are a Buffalo Bills fan and you live in the city of Detroit and you show up to Thanksgiving wearing a Bills jersey, I hate you for the rest of your life. We have gifted you this stadium. You owe us a win or Josh Allen. You choose. You choose. Okay? You owe us big. Whew. Let's go on to the next positive topic, huh? You know what? It's all positive vibes. This is great. What a great day to be a Detroit fan. Let's go to the next positive vibes. The Detroit Red Wings. How about them? How about them putting up 6 and 7 goals in 2 games? I mean, San Jose, they're up 4-2. They kind of choke it away. They're a young team, but then they get it back. Awesome. Awesome. Then on Saturday night, they win 6-1 against Columbus. Now they got, a 5-game streak at home? Nashville, Arizona, Toronto, Buffalo, and Vegas? That's winnable. I'm looking at this team now, who is a playoff team, and I'm sitting there going, they should win 4 of those games. They should be 4-1 after these next 5 games. Isn't that crazy to say? This has been the Red Wings are the most clear playoff team that we've had since Stafford, I guess. This team is so clearly a playoff team, and they have the potential to be a playoff team. I mean, they're in the playoffs right now. They've got all the pieces. They can do it, and they're still pretty banged up. Gosh, I love it. I love it. Why can't they win? Why can't they win 4 out of the next 5? I'll be going live on Wednesday, the night before Thanksgiving, or I'll be live on Friday night with the Coyotes on my YouTube, so make sure you look out for that. Unreal. What a moment with the Lions and the Red Wings. Is there another team that I'm supposed to be talking about? No, probably not. Okay, let's just quickly go through the Pistons, all right? Cade Cunningham might be out for the rest of the season. Good news, we get a lot of ping pong balls. Bad news, this is going to be a long year for the Pistons. Good news, the Red Wings are good. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if the Lions and the Red Wings were playoff teams? All right, I'm getting way too ahead of myself. I'm getting way too ahead of. I am. But could you imagine? All right, let's do it. All right, I've talked way too fast. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. When was the last time? I've been doing this podcast for like 2 years. When was the last time the Lions won 3 straight? It definitely wasn't when I had this podcast. I'll tell you that much. All right, let's do my favorite segment. It's time for the European Minute, and it starts in 3, 2, 1. Now, World Cup started today. F1 ended today. F1 was a yawn fest. Who cares? World Cup. All right, I have a full-length blog coming out today on who I have winning and why, and a breakdown of the United States. But I'll just give you a quick preview. The United States will go as far as Greg can manage. I don't think he's a good manager. There's a part of me that thinks that they can make it to the round of 16 and lose the Dutch. There's a part of me that thinks they can make it to the quarterfinals and beat the Dutch. And there's a part of me that's like, they could lose on Monday to Wales and then just be eliminated from day one. And the team I have winning, but my official prediction is that they lose to the Dutch in the round 16. And the team I have winning is England. Let me explain why real quick in 20 seconds. They have on all 4 phases, goalkeeper, defense, midfield, and striker. They're all good, not bad. Whereas other teams like Argentina, I'm like, is their midfield good enough? Can Messi score? I don't know. That's been your European Minute. I could have broken that down so much more, but yeah, England. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's talk about the NFL. First off, where do we want to go first? Let's go to the Bears, all right? Because that's what just popped up on my phone. Bears fans, I need you to let me okay. I've been rooting against you for 27 years, okay? And I've been told at the airport through text messages and tweets that I'm supposed to root against you so you get a better pick. So when I text and tweet that I'm rooting against you and congrats on losing, why do you get mad? I don't understand. I thought this is what you wanted. I don't get it. I've been doing this for 27 years. I'm an experienced Bears hater. The one time I actually do it, and it's the time you want it, I get hate. How is that possible? I don't get it. I've been doing this for 27 years, and you guys have always hated me. And now it's the one time I'm like, hell yeah, let's get together, anti-Bears. Then it's like, no, you don't want. Very confused. Just very confused. Rams. Thank you, Matthew Stafford. I know you're having a concussion. That's a serious injury. But thank you. Second half, I'm hurt again. Thank you for losing. I appreciate that. Cooper Kupp out for 6 to 8 weeks. Thank you. Thank you for being out. Rams, you make the Lions winning a lot more fun. I'm going to be honest with you. Because there is this part of me I'm like, let's get rid of Jared Goff. Let's get Bryce Young. And like where I'm sitting there going, well, if in order to get Bryce Young, we have to suck. And then I look over and I'm like, oh, wait, they suck. Thanks, guys. Yeah, appreciate it. I appreciate you guys sucking. That's huge for me. I'm glad the Bills won. Happy for you. Don't win next week. Please don't do that. That would be mean. That would be very mean. And then my last thought, shout out to Jeff Saturday. Okay, I know the Colts lost to the Eagles. The Eagles are the best team in the NFL. But Jeff Saturday has proven that every single fat guy sitting on his couch can literally just stand up and coach a team better than that. For the rest of time, us meatheads will point to Jeff Saturday and say, hey, look, he wasn't doing anything and he's made them pretty good. Maybe I could do that too. I'm just saying. Shout out to you, Jeff Saturday. You're the winner for the common man. I appreciate you. And also, the Texans losing to the Commanders by 1 billion. They've gotten the first pick. That's their pick, and they're going to pick C.J. Stroud. So I'm not even like considering C.J. Stroud anymore. Now I'm just hoping that the Rams lose out and we get Bryce Young with that second pick, and Carolina wins a couple games. All right, speaking about C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young, let's go to the NCAA. The college football this year, it proves itself every single year why it's the best. It is absolute chaos. It's the best. Who doesn't love this sport? I mean, Tennessee going to South Carolina and losing. And by the way, I had so many Tennessee fans tell me how mean I was for calling them idiots. I had a literal Tennessee fan come up to me and say, well, we got through the hardest part of our schedule after they beat Alabama and still had to play Kentucky, and they had to play Georgia, and they had to play South Carolina, which obviously wasn't proved not to be easy. And they had to win the SEC. Like, they had so many more hard games. If you win out, you're in the college football playoff. And you not only lose to South Carolina, you get killed by South Carolina. They ran out of fireworks. I love Tennessee. But my goodness, you hate to see it. And then TCU wins even though they shouldn't win. So let's go through my top 6 now, and let's go through my top six and how I think it's going to finish out. Top 6 right now. Number 1, Georgia. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Michigan. Number 4, TCU. Number 5, USC. And number 6, I have Clemson. They are back in the conversation. Clemson's officially back in the conversation. And what do I think is going to happen? I think Ohio State beats Michigan, right? I don't think it's by a lot, but I think they beat them enough, okay? I think TCU loses 1 game, and that's enough for the committee to be like, I'm a little bit out on this, okay? And I think how it's going to end up, and I think Oregon beats Oregon State, and I think Oregon beats USC in the Pac-12 championship, which I will be going to. And this is how I think it ends up being. Here's what I think the top 6 are going to end up being at the end of the year. Number 1, I think Georgia's going to win out in the SEC. I think they're going to be the number 1. Ohio State's going to win out, and they're going to be number 2. I think Clemson wins out, and because of their quality win against North Carolina, and because their 1 loss, and because it's Dabo Swinney, I think Clemson's number 3. And I think at number 4, who will be playing Georgia again, is a 1-loss Michigan. I think they lose just close enough to Ohio State where they are the number 4 team. Then at number 5, with Oregon winning out and beating USC in the Pac-12 championship, I think they're at number 5, and I think TCU's at 6. I think TCU's body of work has been suspect at times. They've beaten like 4 starting quarterbacks. I think they end up at 6, and I think they lose to Kansas State. But it would be fun to see TCU versus Georgia. That would be awesome. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think that they'll. Tell me what your final 6 is going to be and what you think. Who you think should be where. All right. Final thoughts on the podcast. Reason why I'm doing this right after the Lions game and not doing it during the Sunday Night Football game is because my uncle is actually running an Ironman right now. Okay, and so I went out and saw him right before the Lions game. And if you don't know what an Ironman is, you swim for an hour, you bike 100 miles, and you run a marathon all in one day. Okay, and I went and I saw him get out of the water and I saw him bike. Okay, let me tell you something. This is how I know I'm dumb. I sat there and I watched it and I was like, I can do that. Do you know how hard it is to do an Ironman? And I literally sat there as they were biking by. I was like, this looks easy. This is easy. I run out of breath going to my fridge. What am I doing? What am I thinking? I'm so stupid. All right. Thank you guys so much. Lions win. I'm excited for Thursday. We've got a live stream. We've got an early podcast probably. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it on Thursday, but I'll let you know. I'll be tweeting it out. Thank you for watching. God bless. The Lions and the Red Wings are both playoff potential teams. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? God bless. Go Detroit Sports.